All right. Time is considered the most valuable thing on earth, and what we do with it shapes one's character. A school principal in Katsina State, Lawal Ibrahim, has met with his Waterloo over inability to control his sexual desire. The state governor, Dikko, Radda, has ordered the suspension of the principal over alleged sexual harassment of a female student of government secondary school, Dantankari, in Dandume Local Government Area of the state. Governor Radda also directed a full investigation into the allegation. Wale, you want to tell us about this?
I think it's one of the most appalling things anybody can do. You know, you are a teacher. You are supposed to, part of your responsibility is to teach your pupils certain moral conducts, you know, and then what you have decided to do is to sexually harass them. I think it's a very, very bad thing, and it's becoming a very common phenomenon in our public schools and even private schools. And in some cases, people will just sweep it under the carpet. Sometimes we even blame the victim, you know, so which is very unfortunate. I think we need to get more stringent laws, you know, tough laws that can punish. Because when you did this to a pupil, I mean, you have traumatized her, you have destroyed her psychologically, sociologically, you know, you have destroyed her future. And even health-wise, there are a lot of health implications for this kind of thing. So I think there should be very tough measure. I know that the Ekiti State is doing that. You know, a lot of people have been arrested and prosecuted, even sentenced, you know, to various terms. The government needs to take this as a very important issue on the local and national scale. So we are waiting to see how the government is going to enforce law in this case, at least to serve as a deterrent to many other teachers that think that the best way is to use their pupils for sexual experiment.
Julie,
no, it's so terrible to hear that a full-grown man will be sexually harassing the secondary school student. We are not even, this person is not in a tertiary institution, no. Secondary school. Secondary school, for God's sake.
She's not an adult yet.
Yes.
Up to 18.
Yes.
Up to 18 in secondary school.
She's still below the age of consent. If you are dealing with maybe a university student now who is above 18 years, it's understandable.
It's legal.
But someone who is in secondary school, I don't understand how some people just can't keep their crutches in check. You just, it's inexcusable to behave in this manner. And I want to see Governor Radda make a very good example of this person. We can't stop sending girls to school. But if we are saying we are trying to improve the enrollment of women, of young girls, especially in northern Nigeria, and they go to school, secondary school of all places, and they get harassed by their teachers or principals, why won't parents feel uncomfortable about sending their children to female children to school? It's because of behaviors like this. So I'm happy that the governor has intervened, and it is hoped that this will not be swept under the carpet. If this one were to be a university lecturer, it will be one of those giving people sexually transmitted high grades. Yes, that's what is happening. A lot of the women, they have to sleep with their lecturers before they pass. If they don't sleep with their lecturer, they will be made to sit their papers. Do receipt or even get an extra year. That is the threat that they usually issue, so that those ones can, so that they will play ball. So I believe that All the governor has done is the right thing. And hopefully, this teacher will be made to pay the full price for what he has done.
In some situations, we have religion and culture as a kind of limitation. That's culturally, religion-wise, there's nothing wrong with, you know, a child, having a child as your wife and everything. So it's maybe from this side of the country, that's why we discourage it. We've signed, some states, they've domesticated the child out bill, but they find it so difficult up north
even in conservative societies where young girls are married off, you know, there are procedures. Even though we frown at it, but there are procedures. The consent of the parents is actually very central, you know, to that kind of, not when you find a situation where it is more or less like rape, compelling the, you know, without the knowledge, without the consent of the child, without the consent of the parents. They are totally different things.
Taking advantage
of this girl and forcing her, you know, to sexually know her. So I think it's appalling, and I don't think any religion condones that, you know, not in Islam, not in Christianity. So he just needs to bear the cross all alone. And I'm happy that the governor has upheld the legal authority of that state to ensure that there's a kind of punishment, you know, because a lot of children are suffering in silence, that they cannot talk. So we need people to come out. We need exposures like this to be able to give confidence to a lot of young girls that are being brutalized, you know, being sexually abused in silence all over the country, but they cannot just express themselves. It's a very common thing, and I don't think any society should tolerate this, because you are destroying the future of these younger ones. So I think there should be punishment for this man, so that it serves as a very good lesson for other teachers that may want to do. And it's not just, it should not be left for the governor alone. The NBA, you know, in that state, the Nigerian Bar Association, the NUJ, it should be seen as something that concerns all of us. We should follow it up and ensure that justice is done.
You know, in some environment like that, especially higher institutions, there's a kind of cartel, like people coming together and lecturers forming the kind of cartel, fail students deliberately just because they want to have carnal knowledge of them.
No, it's not even, they do it believing that whatever happens, if a girl, for example, reports a lecturer, they feel that, okay, that girl has injured one of us. And because she has injured one of us, we have to make him pay and make her pay for that. So that is worrisome. You cannot have a situation in which you fail
gang up
students, not because they are not good enough academically, but because they've chosen not to sleep with some of you. So this is something still rampant until we begin to jail teachers, jail lecturers in the universities for sexually harassing young girls. This will not stop, and we shouldn't just jail. We should put them to shame. Let the world see them for who they are. You know, their videos should go out so that even their children will feel the shame of what their parent has done. So this is the thing. We need to stop this nonsense once and for all.
All right, we'll take this breather. When we come back, we'll talk more. It's still Journalist Hangout on